What's up, everyone? This is your girl, Janae Marie, and I'm back with another episode of Talks with Janae Marie. And this time, I want to talk to you guys about knowing your worth and never settling, okay? So, this one is for my ladies, and guys too if you're watching this, but I cater to mostly women, so I wanted to talk about knowing your worth. So it is so important for us women to know our worth. So many times we settle so much for less than what we deserve. And then we get the short end of the stick. When things didn't have to be like that. If you know who you are, you love who you are, you're secure with who you are as a person, then you know that you already know what you're not willing to tolerate. So before we get into another relationship or anything like that, we need to know what we're willing to tolerate and what we're not willing to tolerate. What's your breaking point? Because if you don't know your worth, sweetie, you're gonna be chasing after people who don't know what either. You chase after people who do not know it either. And that is the last thing you want to do. That's the last thing you want to do. So, share a little bit of a story time. So, you don't know your worth. And sometimes if we don't listen to discernment from God, and say Joe Blow comes along into your life, you living your life like it's going like that, and Joe Blow comes along, says all the right things to you, makes you feel so special and everything. You're gonna be like, oh, okay, this guy seems legit. He seems cool. He's treating me right, taking me out, spending money on me. Cool. I like that. Got a car in his own place. Got a good job with benefits. The conversations are, amazing. You talk about anything from, entertainment. We talk about our lives, and you guys, they talk about having a future with you. Everything sounds so perfect in the beginning. For the first, 6 months? And then once you've been intimate with this person and, things seem to be consistent. Okay. Bam, boom. The other shoe drops. That mask falls off. Once that person knows, they got you, they know that you got feelings for them now. Because y'all done been together 6 months to a year. Been going out on dates, spending time together, taking trips maybe. I say this to say because it's so easy for women who don't know who they are, and if they don't know who they are inside, then you end up being with a narcissistic man, a man who has narcissistic tendencies, narcissistic traits. That mask gonna fall off. Then all that love bombing is gonna come to an end. Love bombing doesn't stay forever, and then all of a sudden, move into what we call the dividing stage. Yes. So now, after he figured he done got you, he give him what he wants. Then the real him comes out. So, the game plan starts. It does. The game plan starts. When you're so used to this person texting you Good morning, beautiful. You're so beautiful. Just thinking about you. Just sending you those sweet texts in the morning, and just those calls in the beginning of to start your day. Hey, just thinking about you. Can't wait to see you again. Blah blah blah. That stuff starts to slowly come to an end. You might get, instead of texting throughout the day, talking throughout the day, that starts to slowly creep down. You might start to get 1 or 2 texts, and then after that, no text at all. So you start being the one texting them. So the dynamic changes. That person goes from chasing you to now you chasing them. You got to be careful. You don't do that. That person starts to back up, you back up too. You don't do that. That's what I mean by not settling. Don't let nobody play games with you. Do not let nobody play games with you. You are worth more than that. So moving on. So after that may come the ghosting and the silent treatment. More game plan. You don't let nobody do that to you. Ghosting and silent treatment is like the worst thing that somebody can do to you. When someone cuts off complete communication with you, see you text messages or phone calls or voicemails, and are choosing not to reply back to you. That is very rude. That's disrespectful. The first time that happens, you cut that off. That person go ghost on you, you go ghost on them too. Period. Because what will happen is that person will come back. Most of the time they come back, but while they're gone, they're with other people. So why would you even want that? Why would you even want that? That person's gone talking to other people behind your back. So you gotta be careful. Because that Prince Charming can turn into a snake any minute. So it's all about using discernment from God, praying to God, is this the right person that's for me? It is so important to have a relationship with God, because God will reveal things to you about someone. If that person is not right for you, God will reveal it to you, and it's up to you. It is up to you to be able to control that. If God reveals something to you about a person and shows you that person is not right for you, walk away. Because if you keep going back to somebody that is narcissistic, if you don't know your worth and you keep settling for less than what you deserve because you really want to be with this person, or you just being like, no, that's not what I'm seeing, that's not true, I didn't really see that. Trust your intuition. Trust your gut. If you're getting the feeling that something ain't right, you're probably right. We have intuition. Trust your intuition. If you know something deep down inside ain't right, it probably's not. It's probably not. So yeah. It hurts to be with a narcissistic person. You cannot love them past that. You can't love someone into being with you, because you're going to be jumping through hoops to try and keep a person happy that can't never be happy. And why would you want to jump through hoops to keep someone happy? Because the more you jump through hoops to keep that person happy, you are not being happy. You're not happy. And deep down inside, these people are laughing at you. They're laughing at you. Why are you doing all this? Don't you know that I'm a jerk? These people, they don't even care. Sometimes they get so reckless that they don't even care that you didn't see them with somebody else. They don't even care that you caught them cheating. They don't even care that you caught them in a lie. They don't even care. That's why you have to know who you are. Know your worth. You cannot settle for less than what you deserve. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. That's why Maya Angelou made that quote. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Because if you don't, you're going to pay for it. And know this. No one can break your heart more than once without your permission. It hurts trying to be with someone that is narcissistic. Because narcissistic people only care about themselves. Narcissistic people will only... Let's see. They ain't meant to stay. They ain't meant to stay. They with you, they're going to be looking for somebody else. And they're going to be talking to somebody else. All the times they're going to tell you that they're busy. Yeah, sometimes they may be busy because they still have a life. But they ain't busy that much. They just with other people. All the times they ghost you and they're quiet and they giving you the silent treatment. And sometimes you might not even have had a fight with this person. And they just, whoop, out the blue, you just like, what happened to this person? Why am I not hearing from this person? Don't let them make you crazy. If you don't trust your intuition, you're not crazy. Do not go back to somebody that makes you doubt your insanity, that makes you doubt yourself, that gives you anxiety. Don't do that. Life is too short. Life is way too short for that. You know, you go through those 3 stages. The love bombing, the devaluing stage is when they just stop treating you with respect. They stop, things start to, when the person spend a lot of time with you and your guys are going out all the time, then they start just nitpicking at things and being like, why are you doing that? Like, why are you tripping? And what are you talking about? You know? So be aware of that. But by that time, you shouldn't even, if you know who you are as a person, seriously, you shouldn't even allow yourself to even get that far with these type of people. Because I'm saying this to say, people who may suffer from codependency, people who are not, have like the highest self-esteem or self-worth and self-value, you can easily fall prey to these people. Because narcissistic people want to be loved and adored. So if you don't know who you are and you are weak and you don't have boundaries and you just keep trying to stay on that hamster wheel and you just keep trying to make someone else happy, and in turn you lose a little bit of yourself trying to jump through so many hoops to keep someone happy that can never be satisfied anyway. You know? And lo and behold, they do the discard when they leave you for another person that they were already seeing behind your back, but you didn't know that. That's all. You see them like, damn, how are you with someone else already when you was just with me about a week ago? Because they were already talking to someone else behind your back, but you didn't even know that. Stay the hell away from these people. Those people are nothing but the damn devil. They're the devil. Stay away from people like that. So I'm gonna wrap this video up, and I just want to say, know your worth. Trust your intuition. Know who you are. Love who you are. Know your worth and your value. Respect. Know who you are before you get in a relationship with anybody else. Pray. Talk to God. Have a relationship with God before you have a relationship with man. It's very important. Don't ever settle for less than what you deserve. Because if you settle for less than what you deserve, you will regret it. But to be honest, it's no one else's fault but yours. We all have free will. So, it's been another episode of Talks with Janae Marie. And if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. But I just had to get this off my chest. That's my first story time. But yeah, remember, know your worth. You are not meant to be a doormat. Don't be one. Stand up for yourself, and do not be afraid to be alone. It's better to be alone than in bad company.